Dhamma and devotees. Today, we are going to practice the Dhamma, not just listening to the Dhamma, but we are going to practice some of the advices given by the Buddha. Especially, I am going to point out some valuable things mentioned in the Satipatthana Sutta, Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Many of you already know in the Satipatthana Sutta there are 4 foundations of mindfulness explained. Kayanupassana, Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana and Dhammanupassana. So I try to practice these 4 foundations of mindfulness together with you now in this moment. So for that, you have to sit comfortably. You sit comfortable way as well as correctly. Comfortability and correctness, both should go together. So check whether your back, your spine is correctly placed, or your head and your hands and your legs. See whether you are sitting correctly. And it has to have a relaxedness also. Relaxed and correct posture is needed to practice Kayanupassana. You just observe your body posture. And pay your attention to your head. And from the head, slowly go down up to the toes. Our mind is within our body. And very clear thing to mind, or the most clear thing to the mind is the body. Mind can cognize the body, perceive the body more than anything else. So try to perceive your body, try to cognize your body from head to the toes. And there's one condition, one rule, that is you should not generate any greed towards your body, and you should not generate any dislike or the aversion towards your body. Your body is a just natural phenomenon, natural thing. According to the causes, it emerged. So you just observe your body from head to the toes. You can feel the touch of your clothes or seat or your soles, your feet. So not your touching experiences. If mind is not ready to do this exercise, don't force to the mind. Be quiet, and you have to wait some time. No matter, it's not a big problem. But if whoever who can do these instructions, follow these instructions, he can follow the instructions. Just observe your body, not your body. Feel your body. Your body is the place where mind lies. And mind can't stay anywhere else other than the body. Mind should be with your body. And again, if you can understand or the note or the see your mind, it is also very good. Try to see the mind. Mind means knowing, thinking, and feeling, perceiving. There are many different activities we consider, we count, or we recognize as mind, mental activities. If you can see or understand any mental activity, know it as it is. So most important two things in this world is your body and your mind. So try to be aware of these two things. And as I mentioned before, Buddha says, Nisinnowa nisinnom hiti pajanati. While you are sitting, you have to be aware that you are sitting. But in this awareness, you have to be careful not to greed for anything, not to have any desire or the lust, as well as not to have any aversion or dislike. You have to be equanimous. We observe our body equanimously. And we do this in a very relaxed way. We have no any hurry. We are not busy. And again, if you can hear anything, any sound, or if you can smell anything, if you can note any odors or any other object you can take through your sense doors, be aware about all these objects, but without any hurry, in a relaxed way. So in this moment, you have to be aware of three things: your body, your mind, and your environment. This is your world. This is your experiential world. Beyond this, nothing is within your experience. You experience either your body or your mind or your environment. This is your universe. So be with your universe at this present moment. In Pali or according to Buddha's words, I can say these three things as four foundations of mindfulness. When you observe your body, we call it Kaya-anupassana. When you observe your mind, we call it Chitta-anupassana. And this observation process, through this observation process, you can understand the feelings also. It is Vedana-anupassana. And when you observe objects coming from sense doors, now here, this moment, probably sounds and thoughts and touches, these three things are prominent. So when you observe these three things, we can count under Dhammarakkhita. So this moment, you are practicing four foundations of mindfulness. And it is a practice. You have to practice it. You have to practice it continuously. If mind is wandering away, thinking different things, that part also within the four foundations of mindfulness. If you are not mindful of any of these things, that also can include into four foundations of mindfulness. That situation can be one of the hindrances. So observe your body from head to the toes. Observe your feelings, physical feelings from head to the toes. Observe your mind, observe all the mental activities. Don't leave or don't neglect any mental activity. Wandering mind, running mind, untamed mind, unwholesome mind, wholesome mind, it doesn't matter. Just observe the mind. Try to observe the mind. Sometimes you can experience slight pains on the body or inside the body. That's the nature of the body and mind. It has always different pains and pleasures. So you just observe this present moment and this present body, present mind, and present environment. So now I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes. You can practice. If you feel to change your posture, do it, no problem. But do it with attention, full attention. Know that you are changing your posture. Know that you are changing your hands and feet. You just have to observe your body, your mind, and your environment. Meanwhile, if you can catch your breath, pay attention to the breath also, but don't try to stick to the breath. If you feel the breath, note it and know it. And if mind wanders away, it doesn't matter. Follow the mind, observe the mind. When you observe your body, observe all the details. Or if you can't observe all the details, all the little parts, do it according to your ability. This exercise is kind of a resting mental and physical rest while mentally and physically relax, and in a kind of rest we do these things. We have no any hurry, or yes, we are not hurried to do anything. We do everything according to our ability, our capacity, our very personal ability, personal capacity. Sometimes you may feel your body is heavy, or sometimes you can experience slight pain here and there. All these things very natural and natural nature of the body and mind. When you're observing your body, sometimes you can note and understand the greediness, the greed. Sometimes you can understand aversion, unhappiness. Mind has aversion towards the body. Mind has greediness towards the body. When you observe body, you can recognize or note both these mental conditionings. In the process of observing your body, try to note different parts, hair, head area, forehead, cheeks, temples, neck, shoulders, arms, palms, fingers, up to fingertips, and the chest, stomach, belly, or thighs, and the legs, toes, etc. Part by part you can observe. Only rule is don't be greedy or don't have desire and try not to have aversion. But if aversion and greediness arise, again you have to understand it or note it, see it, greed as greed, aversion as aversion. You have to understand. While observing your body, you may experience the objects or, yes, different objects from your environment, your surrounding. Note them as they are. Don't be unhappy about any object coming from your environment. That's the nature. Again, you have to be very relaxed. If you can follow the instruction, it is good. If you can't follow the instruction, it is again good. No problem. You are just resting, mentally resting, physically resting. You can observe the surface of the body, outside of the body, as well as the inside of the body. If you feel anything inside your body, note it, understand it, feel it. You can feel, you can understand gross pains as well as subtle pains. Sometimes you may feel comfortable and some other times not comfortable. Move your mind from head to the toes. Observe your environment, different sounds. It can be sounds of birds, or sound of fan, or sounds of vehicles, sounds of voices of other people. It doesn't matter. Observe all these things equally. That is the reality, experiencing now. If the sound is pleasant or unpleasant, it doesn't matter. Even if it is disturbing, it doesn't matter. Observe the body, observe the touch of your clothes, observe the touch of the chair. Observe the wandering mind, not or no, the wandering mind, thinking mind. Our experiential world is within these three things. We experience the body, we experience the mind, and we experience our environment. At the moment you experience and you understand or note your body, we can say that moment as a moment you are practicing kaya anupassana. But you should not have any greediness or aversion at that time. And at the moment when you experience or noting or seeing or understanding your feelings, present or unpleasant or neutral, that moment we can understand, we can introduce as a moment of Vedananupassana. But at that time also, you can't have greed or greediness or aversion. And when you observe your mental activities, different types of minds, that moment can be moment of Chittanupassana. Again, there shouldn't be any greed or aversion. If greed is there, we can observe greed or the hatred. It is again probably Chittanupassana or Dhammanupassana. If you can observe all these three things together, body, feelings, and mind, and the environment or the surrounding, that can recognize as Dhammanupassana. If you feel to change your posture, do it slowly and with mindfulness and full attention. Don't force to do anything. Don't be very strict about anything in this moment. You are following the middle path. If you can catch the breath, follow the breath, not the breath. Be with the breath. If you can't catch the breath, it's okay, no problem. If you feel laziness or kind of uneasiness, note it, recognize it, and understand it. It's another mental state. It's another mental factor. And again, if you are comfortable and happy, it's another mental state. It's another mental factor. None of these things are permanent. All these are impermanent. Mind is always moving. It is not static, always changing. Mind can note the body, and next moment mind can note the objects from environment. Or next moment mind can note mind itself. Or next moment mind can note or the experience the experiences, feelings. Not the front side of your body as well as back side of the body. Not the head, top of the head, and behind the head, left side of the head, right side of the head, neck, cheek. Observe complete body. There are gross, heavy areas, and there are light areas. It doesn't matter. That's the reality of this present moment. Don't stagnate, don't stop any area on the body. Instead of that, move slowly. No need to be very fast, but slowly, slowly, you can move on the surface of your body. And if you can note the inside of the body, note it. We are not going to change anything. We are not going to adjust anything. We are not going to amend anything. Instead of that, we see things as they are. We just face the reality. Whether it is good or bad or neutral, it doesn't matter. If you feel to change your posture, change it. If you don't feel to change your posture, don't change it. If you can note your heartbeat, note it. If you can note your breathing, note it. Mind has wholesome states as well as unwholesome states. So whatever confront, try to recognize it. Your environment is your real universe. So try to understand whole your universe. You do things according to your capacity, your ability. So don't worry about anything. Don't bother about anything. You practice meditation according to your ability. Don't try hard to concentrate your mind. Don't try hard to control your mind. Instead of that, leave the mind be as it is, but try to observe. Time to time, observe your sitting posture. See whether your posture is okay or the correct. If it is not, adjust it. but it's not a burden. Just it comfortable. Observe from head to the toes, part by part. Observe the sound as well as the silence. Sound is good, non-sound also is good. If you can observe the breath. And if you can observe the heartbeat, observe the heartbeat. If you can observe anything in the body or on the body, observe it. Don't be unhappy about anything. If you want to find real happiness, you have to search for the truth, not for the happiness. Once you find the truth, then you are really happy. Don't go after happiness. Go after truth or the wholesomeness. Be with the reality. Reality sometimes happy and some other times not happy. Reality sometimes comfortable and some other times not comfortable. Reality is sometimes wholesome and some other times not wholesome. Don't neglect anything come to your realm of experience. Be aware. about all your experience, whether it's mental or physical, within your body or outside the body, in your mind or in your environment. Don't neglect any experience, any object. Be aware of all the objects, but you don't have any hurry. You are not busy. You do it in a relaxed, cool way. If you feel laziness or sleepiness, note it. Try to understand it. Try to see it. Try to cognize it. Try to recognize it. Observe yourself from head to the toes, inside, outside, no problem. Try to understand your mind also, how mind function, how mind thinks, what are the things in the mind, what is the nature of your mind, your personal mind, your experiential mind. Try to see or understand or recognize the mental activities, mental process. if you can see the mind, or if you can observe the mind, automatically you observe the phenomena. Or I can say, if you can observe the mind, easily you can observe the feelings and emotions and other mental factors. So at the moment you observe mental factors, it counts under Dhammanupassana. And when you observe different states of mind, it counts under Chittanupassana. And if you can observe the different feelings in the mind, it counts under Vedananupassana. And if you can observe the body where mind lies or mind functions, that observation of the body can be recognized or count as Kaya-anupassana. So throughout this within last 1 hour, we try to practice all the 4 foundations of mindfulness together. So this is the way our tradition teaches us to practice 4 foundations of mindfulness. So I think it is good to conclude our meditation session for the day. So whenever you are free, try to practice this method or the technique or the way according to your ability. Only thing is, you have to be careful not to fall into greediness, greed or aversion. And you have to recognize greed as greed, aversion as aversion. Then it is again one foundation of mindfulness. It can be either Chittanupassana or whatever. So let's conclude our short meditation session, a long meditation session. And may this merit help you to develop 4 foundations of mindfulness till you fulfill it and attain full liberation one day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Bhante, for that very useful and wonderful, taking us step by step, as in the Satipatthana Sutta itself, and a very good experience for all of us. We are now opening for discussion, and please unmute and ask any questions. I'm sure Bhante is willing to answer any questions, and you can make your comments also.